Hi everyone, and welcome again to another movie from our series Windows 7 and 8 tips and tricks which will drive us to become more professional and more comfortable of using Windows. When it's come to improving our system, we can just guess in like that and see, for example, I need to change or improve my memory, or for example my hard disk, just like that by guessing. To improve your system, you need to go straight to the area need to be improving. So how can I know those places and what I need to change to improve my system and make it much better? There is something we call the performance information in Windows, and this is what we're gonna see tonight. We will see the performance informations to see what I can do to improve my system. And after I improve my system, I need to see what else I need to do to make my data safe for any crash or any problems in the future, by have a look to the file history. And there is a big problem about Internet Explorer. I will show you how to troubleshoot that problem in Internet Explorer 10, and finally how can we reset our system if we have any problem. So let's start and have some fun. The performance is very important if you want to improve your system, and the performance is located in the system, and by going to the desktop and right click there and go to properties excuse me, you can see here the information about system if you are interested. But if you want to see the performance in your system, you go to the bottom left hand corner and click in performance informations. A little window will appear to show you the performance. In the first time you visit that area, you will not see the performance rating here. You will see a button on the top here right corner to run the scan and show you the rating. That button, it's the same one, it's here in the bottom if you wanna run it again. So, and after you click on it, you need to have administrator privilege and wait a few minutes, because that will take some time until your system will analyze and gather information and give you the rating about your processor, about your memory, about your graphic for gaming and 3D businesses, and about your hard disk. And the general global rating in the right corner, as you can see here, it's 2 in my case, can be more, can be less in your case. And as you can see here, my processor, it's okay, my memory, it's fine, my graphic, it's not okay, my business 3D businesses or graphic games, it's not okay, and my hard drive, it's okay. So if I want to improve my system, all I need to do, but before going there, let's see by clicking on that link to view the informations, they will take me to another page to show me the details about my performance. You can see here the details can be very helpful for you, and by clicking in print, you can print that page and take it with you for future shopping. In my case, I need to change my graphic if I want to play games or have my 3D businesses if I am designer or something like that. I need to improve my graphic adapter, so it would be helpful if I print that document and take it with me to shopping. So now I can know exactly what I need to change to improve my system, and thanks to the performance informations. So when it's come to important data located in your machine, you need to be sure that that data will never be lost. You will not lose that data for any case. If you have a crash in your system, if you have any problem, your data will be safe somewhere. So how can I do that automatically, daily or every few hours if I want? By going to the search and type in file history, and I I can go to the setting. I have some elements in there. I can see here restore your files, but before restore them I need to save them first. Save backup, copy. By clicking on save, they will take me to the file history located in system and security located in control panel. So as you can see here, in my case, as you can see here, file history is off on my case, and this is a USB where my data will be saved. I can turn it on by clicking on turn on. The file history, the backup will be running, but before that I need to do some changing on my settings. First is selecting the drive. By clicking on select the drive, they will take me to that page. As you can see here, any devices connected to my computer will be located. On my case it's USB. That one will not be located in your case, because that one I added manually. This is a network location. By clicking in network, if you are part of a home group or work group for it, of course, by clicking in other location, you can go to the location you want. This is the computer. For example, if you have a server, or for example external drive, sharing external drive in your network can be a very good way and to save the backup there, because it's not safe to save your backup in your machine. In USB it's okay, you can take it with you or keep it somewhere, but it can be very helpful if you are a part of, for example, a home group, to save the data in a server. For example, you have in your network, for example, 10 computers or more. Make one computers for only save backup for all the other computers, and like that you will locate it, will be a central area for your backups. You can go and inside you can keep navigate inside it until you select the area you want to be for your backup. You can select the area and click select. In my case I already done that, and I will select that area, not the USB that time, and click in save. If I change anything, I click OK to save my changes. They said you want to use yes, they want to use that drive. By clicking on yes, they will save change and take me back to my home page. So the first step is this is the first step and it's done. All I need to do is waiting to take me back to my home page to see what else I can do. By default is they will save the backup, copy the file from that area, from my desktop, my library, my contacts, and my favorites, and my SkyDrive. You can exclude any area from here by going to exclude folders. As you can see here, I already exclude that earlier for save some of your time, okay, because I don't want to add them one by one, because as you can see here, by clicking on add, I need to add the folder one by one. Click on that one and go and select it, and again go out and add again and continuing until I will add all the areas I don't want to be want them to be saved in my backup. So don't exclude areas having folders important for you. So by doing this, you can exclude anything, any area doesn't mean anything for you, and going back. So at that time I think I am 90% ready, but I can turn on my backup and going to do some advanced setting. So just turn it on. If you have a lot of file, you will see the progress here, going to saving your data in the location you select. So by going to advanced setting, we can here change some settings in here, for example, like save the backup when, automatically when, every 15 to 30, for example, minutes, hour, 3, 6 hours, 12 hours, or daily. For example, if you're working in, for example, some presentations, or a developer, you're working in a program or something, you need to change, for example, every 6 hours the folder of your project. Like that, anything happen, for example, any crash happen, you will be sure that the up-to-date about your program, your presentations, is already in the backup area. But if you are you don't have a lot of important data changing every day, you can make the change daily, the backup daily. That list will how many percent about the cache. You can keep it by default 5%, and the other one is after the space is no space left in your area. For example, you have 80 gig in the backup drive. Backup drive can be network location, can be hard drive, can be anything. For example, when the space, not much space left, what the system will do, normally what will happen is will not save in the new backup. Very simple, because no space. But there is an option in here is keep saving the backup, keep saving when you run out of space. What the system will do, will delete the older backup, older files, to have space for the new one. And like that, you will have always the update file, the update backup in your backup drive. So this is a very nice feature. When you finish, if you change anything, you can click in save. If you don't, you can click in cancel. So now actually I have my backup is running, and if anything happen in any crash, my backup is saved in my network area, or in my external drive, or my USB, or any kind of drive. So imagine that my system is crashed. All I need to do is reinstall my machine, my Windows, and go into file history. Go to control panel, system and security, file history, and from here, as you can see here, not here, go to system, the one step backward before. From here, as you can see here, the file history. From here we have like create a backup or restore. By clicking in restore, a new window will open to show me all the backups files available for me. In my case, there is nothing, because nothing saved yet, because I just turn on my backup system. In my case, I will have in my USB or my external drive, all the history files will be listed in here. I will select the update, the new one, the last one, and restore from it. This is a very handy way to backup and restore your files. So I wanna talk about something I didn't know this is can happen to me, but it's that never happened to me, because that's the first time we have two versions of one application in one machine, Internet Explorer. As we talked before, as I mentioned before, Internet Explorer have two versions: the Metro style one, that tile, and the desktop one. But I don't know what happened to my machine. When I click on it, when I click on that one, they take me to the desktop one. And this is something, it's not what it used to be. It's need to run in the Metro one, not in here. So this is a problem. To be sure that this is that's a problem, I go to the desktop one and I click. They didn't take me to the Metro one. That means it's not just swap places, maybe files. You will think, just the file. I click on the shortcuts, it's changing. No, it's not that what's happening. Something happening in my system make that problem going. What I did is I go to the internet options. This is the first area I need to look at to see what the problem is. When I look to internet options by going to control panel and I go to my to network and go to internet options and see what I find in here by going to programs, because my problem is with the program Internet Explorer. By going to the programs, what I see here, that list gives me the possibility to change what the default Internet Explorer I want to run. For example, if you don't like to use the Metro style, by clicking on that list you can select always open my files in Internet Explorer desktop, like what I'm having now. But I didn't choose that. I want them to be open in Internet Explorer desktop, opening in desktop, and Internet Explorer Metro style, open it in Metro style. I want to choose that, but I can't do it because that list is disabled. I don't know what happened to my system to make that happen, and even that I can't click on it. But I can see something here, it shouldn't be here. If no problem in my system, I won't see that link. They said make Internet Explorer your default program. That means Internet Explorer is not the default program. Maybe when I install Firefox or Google Chrome, they become automatically, or I click in by accident to make them default, and this is what make the problem. Let's see if I make Internet Explorer my default program again and see what will happen. By clicking there, they take me to that window. You actually saw it before. It's to select your default programs in your machine, so you know how to use it. When it's run, they will list all the applications available on my machine. All I need to do is go into Internet Explorer. As you can see here, the color is a bit different. It's light, it's not clear. By clicking in Internet Explorer and by clicking here set it as a default program and click in OK, they take me back. All I need to close that one and close the options and run the internet options again and see what changes happening. When I did that, as you can see here, it's come back to enable. I can select what environment I want to do. I will select the first one, let Internet Explorer decide for me, so, and make apply. So I will keep it open because I want to show you something else later. So I will go now to the Metro one. By open, clicking on the tile, what you see that the problem is fixed, and what I want to be is Internet Explorer Metro style run, and it's run. So I will close that application now and I will go to desktop one. So by going to the desktop and run the desktop one, they run it as a desktop app, so the problem is fixed. So now this is how to troubleshoot in Internet Explorer and control what application you want to see when you click in the tile or in the desktop icon. But imagine that you want every time you click in here or in the tile in the start screen, you want to open it as a desktop one, but without problem, without like it's by you know, some without your choice, you know, you select, you want that to be happening. By clicking on that checkbox and click on apply, let's see what will happen now. Now I will go to the desktop and click on the tile. They take me to the desktop. That means I'm controlling everything. Now I want everything to be running in the desktop environment. So I will close that one and come back. Because I love the Metro one, I will uncheck that one and click in OK. So now you know you have the full control of which application you want to run, the Metro one or the desktop one, and if anything, for example, happening, it shouldn't be happening, you know how to fix it. So let's say that when we start installing Windows 8, what people recognize, everything fast, everything easy. When you click, you navigate so easy and everything flexible. But after few months, 6 months and 1 year, you see that it's not only about Windows 8, about all versions of Windows, previous versions of Windows. Things become too slow. You pushing file to be running, you pushing applications to be running. So this is normally because your system saved a lot of files, saved a lot of temporary files, a lot of cookies if it's the case about internet. This is why your machine become too slow. At that case you will feel, I wish I can make my system fresh again. This is was possible in the past by reinstall your Windows, and on that case you need to save your data, you make your backup, you save everything in USB, DVD, external drive. And this is not all. You need to reinstall your Windows, reinstall your programs you used to work with, and all of them can give you a very big headache. So imagine that there is a magical button can remake a fresh version of Windows without losing any files, without losing any programs, and everything will be come back on time like the first day you install in Windows. So this is possible with Windows 8 because Microsoft thinking about that magical button by going to settings and clicking in PC settings, and from that applications we go to general, and from the general tab category we go scroll down towards the bottom, near the bottom, and from here we will see the magic. We have three options. First one is refresh your PC. Let's read the other titles and then we talk about the difference between them. Remove everything and reinstall Windows. And the other one, as you can see here, is inactive, it's disabled, and I will tell you why in a moment. So the first one is reinstall, refresh your PC without really deleting your files, without affecting your files. I suggest, I recommend that when your machine is working fine, don't have any viruses, don't have any malware, don't have any any unwanted applications, any unwanted programs, you can, by clicking in get start, you have a fresh copy of Windows, and keeping your files, keeping your data, keeping your programs up and running, and your system will be fresh and fast as the same like the same first day you installed and your Windows. This is the first option. The second option, your machine something happened, spyware attacked, malware attacked, virus attacked. Virus and spyware and malware, they are files. So if we select the first option, they will refresh your machine and they will keep that viruses, that malwares, that spywares on the machine. So the problem is staying there. We didn't take off. When for the human being, how can we make the problem if someone have a cancer? We cut the area have the cancer. This is I'm not a doctor, but that's what I know. Cut the area to have have the cancer, for not have the cancer in the whole body. So this is what's happening in here. If the virus is there and the virus is a file, we need to delete that file, not virus. So the second options can be helpful, because the second option will have a fresh copy of Windows and delete all the files saved on my machines and programs, of course, without need any CD, any DVD, any copy of Windows. So this is a very good way. First one is if your machine becomes slow. Second one, if your machine infected by a virus or malware or spyware. The third option, if you have a DVD and you want to have a fresh copy, this is like this that one, but with a DVD insert in the DVD drive. So this is a very good way to reset your machine and keep your files and without have any headache or any troubles. So thanks to Microsoft, and we close that application and go back to our start screen and continue from here.